Hello to you all from this week's OpenLedger Weekly. We are trying to get you some different locations every week, and this week we are in front of Novi, which is the science tech in the city Aalborg in the northern part of Denmark. I would like to start off, as always, with some news from OpenLedger. And we start off by speaking a little about the new gateways that we had introduced last week. That's the Neo platform. The Neo platform is a pretty unique platform. Some speak centralized, some speak half demi-centralized. Moreover, it's a platform from China, and it was initially named Anshares, and it has really had some great success in the past year. We welcome this coin to OpenLedger, and the fuel of Neo has been added to the DEX as well. It's called gas. So look out for the open.neo and open.gas. Apart from that, coming soon we have 4 new currencies and coins, really exciting coins to be added. The first one is Rise, and the next one is Nem. Nem, you could say, I know that personally as one originating from Malaysia, and it's a decentralized wallet similar to the DEX that we are operating. Why would we add that to our DEX as a competing currency? Well, everybody wants to trade against some other currency, strong, whether you like it or not, efforts, and I welcome that to the DEX as well. Then we have the ZCASH. ZCASH is big. I don't know too much about it, but I know that lots of other people do like it, so I welcome that as well. And then of course comes to Ripple. Ripple, everybody knows that this is the currency mostly hyped out there in the past months, and it is also the currency which is liked by most banks out in the world. All of these 4 coins will be introduced from end of next week. That means from the last week of March, we can expect these currencies to be added one by one. And I hope personally that these 4 currencies will allow an added liquidity to the DEX. I ask you all out there to connect and actually propose different ways of supporting liquidity to the DEX, so that we can have not only these coins, but many others to be added in future, and make the decentralized exchange of OpenLedger the best one of all the world to see and use. When it comes to news outside in the world, I think it's worth emphasizing on basically the points now where you can hear the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, also called CFTC, basically coming out and saying that Bitcoin and crypto in general, but Bitcoin especially, is considered commodities. And imagine that when you still have the Securities and Exchange Commission, also named as SEC, coming out and claiming that Bitcoin and crypto is considered securities. I think that's an interesting aspect in all of this. What will it be in future considered, commodities or securities? I hope it will be a third, simply as with the focus on utility tokens. But well, imagine what happens when we see finally what they come up. Then we have also the news coming up in this past few days, where Google basically went out and banned advertising on their different projects, or what can you say, on YouTube-based platforms, etc. The first one was Facebook, now it's Google. When will that end? And how will we actually manage in future to be advertising about crypto, etc.? I think probably very soon there will be decentralized platforms coming up and offering advertising. Apart from that, we also have banks and states in random countries all over really starting to enter into the privacy sectors when it comes to crypto. As we have noticed in Denmark, for instance, with the bank Nordea, they went out and told all their employees no longer you can trade and hold crypto. And when it comes to banks and even governments in the US, we experienced the same. Some guy recently arrested in Florida for having invested and traded some of his own funds, and he was an employee of the local government there. The last thing I would like to focus on today when it comes to news is actually Binance going DEX. I think that's an interesting aspect, that a centralized exchange and also an exchange which is apparently holding more than 5 million users worldwide, that they decide to go the decentralized way, similar to the way OpenLedger is going. We don't have that many users as they do, but we surely hope that we will get there. They are one of the gateways, or actually one of the centralized exchanges already offering a gateway to the DEX that OpenLedger is also operating. I could even say that Binance is having their initial account created via the OpenLedger faucet. One thing and one last thing from this OpenLedger Weekly, I would like you to note the different how-to series that we are recording. Today, when I'm actually doing this OpenLedger Weekly, we are also having a meetup here in Aalborg, and we're recording most probably a 1 hour long video going through the whole base of creating an account as an existing user, trading, and even trading into BitUSD and using the collateral in general. And I think you should try to go into the OpenLedger YouTube channel and look out for all of these different videos that we offer, among others these how-to series and this latest one, which will most probably come out in the coming days after this OpenLedger Weekly. I wish you one great weekend coming up and hope to see you again in the next OpenLedger Weekly. Take care out there and don't do any crypto more than you can actually afford to lose. That's all for now. Take care. Bye.